express that the opinions, views, comments, and suggestions of the host in this program are purely their own and do not reflect those of Pinoy Radio.
Palatuntunan mo bibigay aliw sa mga pusong romantiko. Hatid ay musikang Pinoy, awiting lahing kayumanggi, buhay at pag-ibig. Programang hitik na hitik sa tema, punong-puno ng iba't ibang paksa.
Hello, good morning everyone. Si Agatha po ito.
Samahan si Agatha Luna at ang kanyang mga kaibigan.
Ang weakness ko is, pag may problem ako or if I am depressed, I would go out and buy something.
Isang oras ng kwentuhan, talakayan. Let's start the weekend mornings with buhay at pag-ibig.
Alam niyo, kahit na mas mature tayo, it doesn't mean that we cannot learn from the younger ones.
Ang tanging hangarin ay pasayahin kayo, libangin at maghatid ng walang kamatayang kundiman. Tuwing Sabado, alas 9 hanggang alas 10 ng umaga, Eastern Standard Time. Uso tayo kabayan.
Ay, good morning. Medyo na late kami. Wala nang intro. Good morning North America. Good morning good evening Philippines. Good morning all over the world. Hello Von. Hello team. Nasaan kayo? Wala kayo. Nag-late na kami ng 25 minutes. That's nice.
Oh, yay!
Okay.
Yay!
So, you know what? I wanted to start the day. Actually, in Mississauga, it was nag-i-snow sa Mississauga. It was snowing, and so I had to wear something heavy. When I reached parang Winston Churchill, malapit sa highway, wala na. Sa isip ko, nandyan na yung araw. Oh my goodness! Sabi ko, ano to? Kalahati winter, kalahati summer.
Yeah. Ay, good morning po. Eto na naman po si Melissa.
Nasira yung momentum natin. Diyos ko na. Anyway, si Percy, on behalf of Percy din,
yes.
Si Percy nagtatrabaho. And of course, on behalf of all our team here, wala sila Von ngayon at mayroong mas importanteng
bagay na mahalaga at gawain.
And unfortunately, you know, yung technicality, syempre, it's not that easy. But we would like to...
Yes, thank you and good morning.
Yes.
DJ Ryan Pepper in the house.
Good morning, Ryan Pepper.
Our savior.
Oo nga, nagkakandoogan si Ryan Pepper dito.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
Sa tawa, eh.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
Dinadaan na lang sa tawa. But anyway,
good vibes, right? Good vibes po siya.
Ganun talaga. And you know, there's so many things going on. Hindi naman tayo magra-rush ngayon kasi what can you do, right? Things happen many times. Anyway, so, syempre, Remembrance Day. But alam mo, maraming events na going on right now.
Opo.
Diba? And then, aside from that, last week nakakatawa kasi the royal high tea of Miss Leonie Manzanares was wonderful. Actually, it was she was overwhelmed. She did not expect that it would be that successful. It was a lot of hard work. And my experience ako, Melissa, nakakatuwa. Kasi yung iba, like me and Percy and what's her name, Priscilla, yung kapatid ni Percy, nag-set up kami Friday night kasi ang hirap ng Saturday.
Yes.
So, pagdating ko doon, nakakatuwa kasi nakaano para akong bag lady. Siyempre, walang makeup. Yung salamin, nakasombrero. Nakatinakpan ko yung face ko.
An ordinary woman.
Hindi, bag lady.
Talagang bag lady,
Hindi ba yung bag, yung suot mo, medyo yung
baggy-baggy lahat.
Malalaki, tapos wala kang makeup, you know, nothing. Yeah. So, if, like now I'm wearing makeup, I will look 10 years older.
No, 10 years younger, tita. Last Friday, the Friday,
yeah,
10 years older, pero today, 10 years younger.
Seriously, it was funny kasi syempre, may na-meet ako doon, di ba? Yung iba, nagtatry mag-set up partially. Ngayon, nung evening nung event, dinandun ako sa table, tinatidy up ko na lang. Sabi niya, ikaw bang sa table na yan? Yes. Sabi ko, tingin siya, ikaw ba yung nag-set up nung gabi? Yes. So,
nagulat
sa
tuloy.
picture ng isip ko, hindi ako nagalit. Inside me, I was laughing. Kasi like, oh my God, pwede pala akong mag-impersonate na bag lady sa Siguro maganda gawin kong sideline. Pupunta akong downtown Toronto and nawawala ako.
Maging begging lady. Ay,
Aba, maraming may mga ganyan.
pinakamahina, 1,000 cash a week.
Yeah, and not only that, mayroong iba may license pero ang maganda ang bahay. One time it
Agree.
was in the news. Sinundan niya yung bag lady. Aba, maganda pa yung kotse kaysa sa kanya.
Yes, that's in other province actually.
Yeah,
Or
no.
I think somewhere here in GTA.
Yes. It
I
was
think
here in
Richmond
the
Hill
GTA.
something.
But anyway, nagalit pa siya. Sabi niya, may lisensya naman ako eh. I have a license. Sabi niya. Wow.
May license ba yung narinig ko yun?
Oo, license.
Ang narinig ko kasi sa kanya, I'm sick. Like,
No, that was, sabi nga nung guy you are begging, ganyan ang kotse mo, ganyan nga. Well, I can't remember the rest of the story.
Yeah.
But I know, because I think to do that, I'm not sure, correct us again. Those who are listening, correct me if I'm wrong, that I don't know if you have to get a license for that.
I don't think so.
Okay, so
I don't think
may
so.
be wrong.
The only things about it is she was able to beg while she has this nice car and nice house. So she's taking those taxes that we paid.
Yeah, there are
That's
some.
not fair.
Well, aside from her benefit, she still has the extra.
Yes, on top of
Imagine
everything.
Even for $500 a day, that's not bad.
Oh, wow. Talaga, tindi nun
Anyway, so that is and then of course tomorrow is Remembrance Day.
Yes.
Sabi nga nila the 11th month.
At the 11th of
day,
time, 11th day.
At the 11th hour, kung pwede daw, may moment of silence.
Yes.
And
True.
that's very nice. And siguro, Melissa, nababasa mo mga sensitive issues about benefits for veterans.
I agree po.
At saka, alam naman natin na talaga naman, any country that, like even America, Canada, Denmark, UK, and the other countries na hindi natin nabanggit, who was in that, in that situation, if not of our soldiers, we will not have the freedom.
Yes.
And that will go down history.
Yes.
Now, without the sacrifices of our soldiers, it will not be possible.
Agree.
Of course, by God's grace din.
Yes,
Alam mo
opo.
naman, we'll never forget that.
Yeah.
At saka, hindi ba, Melissa, yung panahon noon, hindi katulad ngayon, mga may night vision,
Yeah.
may and even before that, talagang harap-harapan.
Yeah.
Di ba? It's,
Sa pagtusok pa yung
I remember, alam mo, nung daddy ko, nung pag kami, mga anak niya, naglalaro ng gera-gera, nagagalit ang father ko. My father said, "Do you think that's a game?" Oo, nagagalit siya. Sabi niya, it's not a game. Kasi he went through it eh. Kasi siya sa Philippines, pero World War II na, hindi World War I. So, I mean to say, if you think about World War I and then were all these things going on, di ba? Ano ba tawag doon in Tagalog? It really tears my eyes and makes me emotional, especially pag nagbabasa ako ng history nila. And then when I read the poems, yung Flanders Field, about Remembrance Day, nakakaano. So, sana naman, sabi ko nga, di ba, Melissa, anong masasabi mo? It's a very sensitive topic about the benefits for the veterans. At saka yung, we're not against refugees. We're not against that. But sana naman,
Fair share.
i-fair naman nila.
Yes, fair share.
Dahil, alam mo, during those days, the veterans, when they come home from war, walang mga doctors, walang psychiatrist, psychologist yan.
Wala.
Hindi katulad ngayon, we are thankful that today our soldiers are, they have all the benefits of medical, like
Assessment,
doctors, assessment, yung mga support.
Yes.
But during those times, the veterans come home, minsan wala.
they have to deal on their own, their
the
mental,
families, they break
emotional, psychological,
emotional,
and physically,
and then financial.
Yes.
And last night I was watching a documentary, but this was of course of the American in the US.
Yes.
About the history, about a certain the Medal of Honor, and they usually say that's the highest that is the highest honor that they could give. And usually Medal of Honors are given to soldiers na namatay.
Yes.
And there was this young man, I can't remember his name. I know it starts with letter A, and he is known in the US. They have a small farm. He's an American with a Polish background, and he has done a lot for the team. Isipin mo na baril-baril siya 3 beses. Nakabangon pa.
Wow.
Nakabangon pa.
Wow.
And the Germans were wondering, my God, what is wrong with this guy na hindi tinatablan? Yung balang ginagamit sa kanya, yung malalaking ganun. Na pag tinamaan ka, it explodes daw paglaba. So, I'm not well-versed. But it was very, very touching. Alam mo, pinalitan ko yung channel, hindi ko ma-take. Pinalitan ko yung, it was a video sa Netflix, and I couldn't take it. Because dun mo na-feel kasi na all these soldiers who are being deployed, not 100% are angels or whatever, but just even like the peacekeeping of Canadian forces in Afghanistan, or in other parts of war-torn countries, peacekeeping yan, ha? Tapos, yung minsan ang nakakapag-ano is, kunwari bukas, dapat uuwi na sila. The last tour nila yan. Tapos, nadadali
na-ambush pa sila.
Yeah, so it's very, very heartfelt na yung sympathies mo. Sometimes we don't really show it much because we have to go on with our lives every day.
Yes.
Diba? So, hindi natin nare-realize yung mga sacrifices of the veterans.
So, it is also okay din po bang i-honor din yung mga taong na like katulad din sa atin sa Pilipinas. Diba? Yung katulad nung panahon ng EDSA Revolution, yung mga is this also part na pwede nating to remember them? To honor them?
For me, it's like this. Okay. Ang EDSA Revolution kasi, okay, it's supposed to be a peaceful... I was there, but I wasn't there to join in. I was there to see what's going on, right? It's very difficult to talk about that because it's very, very sensitive in a sense that I don't want to say na I would be one-sided or I'm on this side, I'm on the other side.
But we can
but I will not consider them hero.
Okay.
The question is why? Because I think this is more on evolution eh.
Okay.
Ang mako-consider kong hero, yung I think I would consider a hero is yung mga soldiers who fought for freedom.
Okay.
To be frankly, like would they say Benigno Aquino is a hero? Many may not agree, but frankly speaking, I do not consider him a hero. Base it on history, base it on backgrounds. Okay? They may agree, they may not agree. But to tell you frankly, like if they really wanted, why don't, the question is this. I have a question, and I have been asking this even on my Facebook page, is why there have been 2 presidents, his wife and his son, and they did not open up the investigation of his death.
Agree.
Because it was never proven. It was all it was never brought to court either. Now, who killed him, right?
Yeah.
So I will not consider that. They may like it or not. Now, when it comes to Marcos also, it's the same thing. I don't think I would consider him a hero. Maybe you could say he would have been, there are 2. He would have been, some would tell him that he is not a great leader. Some would say he is a great leader. It's pros and cons.
Yes.
Kasi tayo, nandito tayo sa press. Like, I'm not considered a press. But you have to look at both sides. It doesn't mean that gusto ko lang maging safe, to play safe. Now, if I want to express my own opinion, then I'd rather do that personally. But I cannot express my ideas when it comes to both of them on the air and side with any of them. Ganun
true.
ako. Yeah, to be, di ba tama?
Tama!
Pepper?
We're still on the
Yes,
good.
okay. So, let's go back to Remembrance Day.
Yes.
So, okay, let me read a bit and
Yes,
you
po.
can excerpt. Remembrance Day celebration, sabi nga in Canada, Remembrance Day is a holiday for federal government employees, private and business. Statutory holiday ito di ba? It's supposed to be Sunday, dapat Monday holiday, di ba? So I don't know. I have daycare. I don't know. Kasi
I don't
depende,
even sa work ko.
So
we
yung
don't.
mga ceremonies are held usually sa National War Memorial in Ottawa.
Opo.
Tapos presided over by the Governor General of Canada, any members of the Canadian royal family, the Prime Minister and other dignitaries, and of course yung Canadian forces, di ba? Yung mga special, mga diplomatic corps all over the world. And even in other countries, like an example is even in the UK, Denmark, the US, they will also celebrate it in their own way. Sabi nga, similar ceremonies takes place in provincial capitals across the country. As usual, naglalagay ng mga wreath, and of course, we wear the poppy
seeds. Yes.
So, and schools will usually hold special assemblies for the first half of the day or on the school day prior with various presentations concerning the remembrance of war dead. The largest indoor ceremonies are believed to be held in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, with over 7,000 gathering credit union centers. Yan. Canada, it is a statutory holiday in Canada. So, we have to remember this. Ayan. So, anong nakuha mo?
Ako po yung history po ng history of service ng mga veterans natin. Like for example, one of them is the peacekeeping.
Yes.
So, Canadian veterans have protected the rights and freedoms of Canadians and people from countries all over the world through the peacekeeping mission. The Legion supports veterans of missions including in Lebanon, Somalia, Rwanda, Bosnia, and Herzegovina, Haiti, Sudan, and others.
Yes.
Yan ang isa sa history services ng Canadian forces.
Yes.
And also on the home front, many Canadian veterans have played a critical role in protecting Canadians on the home front, whether from fires, floods, and other threats. These men and women have risked their lives for our safety and protection. The Legion is also understand the sacrifices of the military families, the fathers, sons, mothers, and daughters who have endured alongside Canadian veterans. The Legion strive to support those families through a range of programs and referral services. That's why this is the service, some of the samples of the service
of the
Canadian forces and how we can remember them, because this is the sacrifices they did to us.
Yeah. So you know what? It is nice to support. Like, of course, like there's so many charitable organizations. Sometimes we can only do so much.
Opo.
Kasi like even katulad ako, sometimes ang daming tumatawag, but there are things that you have to let go. But we do salute the veterans and the soldiers of the, who protects our country, even the police. In every organization, you cannot expect 100% of good people. But the most important thing is that they carry the duties. Another thing is, no matter what gender, kasi sinasabi nga, whether you're male, female, transgender, whatever, the point is that the service that they offer, and as they say, there are even women, there are men, and the most important thing is we give them that respect, because for protecting your country alone is not an easy job. To be a soldier is totally different from working in the office.
True.
I agree. Every day when they're out there in the war protecting your country, they're in danger.
It's like
even when they're just having their dinner, they're still in danger. Diba?
I have actually also a good friends of mine, Mr. Belancio. He is his part of the
Canadian 40th. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know,
he gave his life for sacrificing, and he's still, helping out for the peacekeeping and helping other people.
You know, there is this poem which I really like, and which we mentioned. It says, I saw, and there's so many Remembrance Day poems that when I read it, as I said, it tears me and makes me emotional. Sabi nga, Remembrance poems sent by readers. You know, I think this is in Flanders Field. This was written by, I don't know who actually wrote this. It's it's in our
Facebook.
Yeah, in our Facebook, and
the links. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's why we have the poppies, right?
Yes.
It says here, this is by Helen Garner. In Flanders Field, the poppies grow for the reason we should know. Standing proud and tall as can be, its glory and beauty we all can see. Remembering the men who saved us all, their bravery and honor we all may recall. A symbol of courage we shall never forget, for the men who died in the war they met. They gave up their lives to save the rest. Although they died, they did their best. To the braves of all men, your respected ranks, we look up to you always and give you thanks. Nako, nagiging emotional.
Okay, breathe muna.
Yeah, like it's really, kasi if you really focus on it,
yes.
and you just, because I love to watch war pictures, right? Whether love story or maganda yung action. But when a war, because in war stories talaga minsan usually my love naman yan, triangle. You know, there's always the love for somebody, a love for a mother, a father, a brother. You know, and this documentary, this Polish officer, he grew up in a farm with 11 sisters and brothers.
Wow.
Right?
Big family.
What it was inculcated in him by his parents was that to look after your family, to look after your brothers, to look after your sisters.
Yeah.
So when he enlisted in the army, he took that with him, that his team or his platoon is his family. All those in his platoon are his sisters, are his brothers or his sisters. So, you know what? This was inculcated to him. So, kasi, you know, when you like to read history and all that, you will see na kung natin na, wow, we are enjoying this freedom. We can go to work, di ba?
Yes.
We can say kung anong gusto natin sabihin. We have the freedom of speech. We have all this. It is because of our veterans and yung mga namatay na soldiers. Maybe not only soldiers. Let us also not forget yung mga civilians or mga tinatawag na guerrilla forces.
Yes.
Who support, di ba? Mayroon din naman yung mga guerrilla forces, yung mga allied forces din. And also, you know, there are some civilians who protected military men.
Yes.
Na tinatago nila yung mga revolutionary na tumutulong sa kanila.
And even ordinary people who have the heart that wants it to help to make it, you know.
Yeah. Kasi they're fighting for their country din because they want freedom, di ba?
True, yes.
So everybody who participated, mayroon pa nga mga bata pa
Yes.
Kahit bata nga napapatay pa. I mean, say, during that time, ang bata, hindi naman sila yung nagiging terrorist na Usually, they would run errands, they would help out.
Yeah.
So, all of this was because all our freedom was because of all of these people. Kaya lang, sabi nga, the ones on the front line are the armed forces. Yun. It's more of the military ang nasa front line. And sabi nga ito, The Boys, ito by Margaret Leon Hendon. Ikaw, this is November 11, 2011. Ikaw magbasa at baka pag binasa ko yan, maiyak na ako.
The eyes. The eyes are all the same today. actually is the stair within. The stair tells their sad, glorious tale, or just where they all have been. Oops. Physically worldly place that marks these men as brothers. 'Tis a place in each and every mind that links them with each other. Dark nights, or cold days, or searing heat, thick jungle or windswept beach. Geography doesn't bind these men. 'Tis what they did beseech. Dear God, I'm scared and tired and sick. Dear God, I'm hot, I am cold. Dear God, I don't want to kill no more, nor be here till I am old. Dear God, I'm so tired of losing, and I'm tired of burying friends. Dear God, please bring this hellish war to a quick and merciful end. It is in their eyes the cause of war. Their eyes, their age eyes, they speak for fear and pain and death. They speak of sad goodbyes. 1 minute, friends are by their side. The next day, they're gone for good. But on fight on, you must, consumed by guilt to the could, the should. It could be me, now lying dead, not him. This isn't fair. I should be with him. He's my friend. He'll think I didn't care. Those eyes, they saw men at their worst, and at their best as well. Those eyes saw men risk life and limb in places worse than hell. Those crinkled faces years ago were boyish, young and strong. Now on this day, though resolute, the boyish look long gone. November 11, Remembrance Day. Look at their eyes and see the boys what we were, the men they are, the pot, so we'd be free.
See, I mean to say, hindi ba nung World War I, minsan 18 years old lang?
Opo.
There are some who are only 17 and they cheat their age. They say they're like, you know. And how does it feel? Like, I can't imagine, like, the man beside you malalaglag na lang pag tinamaan. So, if we, you know, to the younger generation, to maybe my children, my children's children, you learn about Remembrance Day in school, and my goodness, I'm sure we don't want this to happen in these generations to come, because if this generation to come, it will be different Sci-war na, ano ba tawag doon? Sci-fi war? What do they call it? Ano na it will no longer be
Psycho war?
It's more on the computer. More everything will be robots, computers.
Yes.
And you know, if you, I know this is weird, but if you watch the what you call futuristic movies, humans will be underground. Machines will be you know,
take over the world.
Will take over. So there's a possibility, you'll never know, which in fact it's happening now. And as they say, many jobs are being taken over by robots, right?
Agree.
Hindi pa natin nararamdaman yan. You know, we don't feel it yet, but there's a possibility. And to all those who have gone through all this, you know, our sympathies. Now, we have to go, ikaw, Billy, sa chinek mo ba, bakit poppies ang, why is it that poppies?
Let's see, where is that?
It says here, I saw it also. I did a research. Remembrance Day poppies, sabi nga The poppy's significance to Remembrance Day is a result of a Canadian military physician, John McCree's poem In Flanders Field. Ayun, si John McCree pala poem niya. Mali ang binasa ko, In Flanders Field. Sabi ko by Helen Garner, but why? Am I in the correct tama?
Sorry po.
Yeah, I may have made a mistake, but you know, I just printed out my copy. Maybe it was something else. Kasi what do you call this? So the poppy emblem was chosen because of the poppies that bloomed across some of the worst battlefields, okay,
Kaya pala.
of Flanders in World War I.
Ooh.
Yan. Their red color, an appropriate symbol for the bloodshed of trench warfare. Yung trench warfare, yung naghuhukay sila para may trenches, yung tinataguan nila. If the land is flat, they have to dig in. They
Yes.
call that dig in. So, hinuhukay nila, dun sila sa loob doon. Yung trenches na yon, no? A French woman, Anna E. Guerin, introduced the widely used artificial poppies given out today. Itong suot natin. Some people choose to wear white poppies which emphasize a desire for peaceful alternatives to military action. So, yan, in Canada. Tapos, in Canadian tradition pala, ito, iba to, sa Canada, in Canadian tradition, the poppy is worn by many members of society during the 2 weeks prior to November 11 until 1996. Poppies were made by disabled veterans in Canada, but they have since been made by a private contractor sa United Kingdom. Wag naman. But anyway, I'm sure certain amount is given to the veterans. So, support them. It's $1. And, sometimes sa kotse natin, daming mga barya. So, let us help out. In England, Wales, and Northern Ireland, the poppies are the flat earlwhig variety with a leaf. Weavers require a separate pin to attach the poppy to their clothing. In Scotland, the poppies are curled at the petals with no leaf. In Northern Ireland, because the poppy honors soldiers of British Armed Forces, and due to the troubles, it is worn primarily by members of the Unionists and the Irish Protestant community. So, ang poppies may variation. But anyways, in Australia, Canada, New Zealand, yung poppies are curled. Ito, curled siya.
Curled siya.
Yeah. So, there two pieces yan, yung black at saka ito. The petals.
Yes.
So, for many years, the center of the Canadian poppy was both black and green from two small centric circles made of felt. The outer was a green and the inner was black. So, tayo naman red. And yes.
Red and black.
So, we have to remember this, something na, nakaka-touch. Na sana kahit hindi Remembrance Day, we still give respect.
Yes.
Minsan nga, makikita mo, veteran, nasa homeless eh.
Agree. Tama po yun.
Di ba? Imagine our veterans homeless. They have no place to stay. And some of them, you know what? Yes, they drink. Why do they drink? Siguro they just didn't know how to handle their pain. We're not justifying it. But, if there are people out there who can help, it would be great. And maybe for us, the only way we can help is to remind people that, give respect, loved to our veterans, and give them their due, give them what is due them.
Yes.
Do not let them live honorably. Let them live at least,
with a dignity.
With dignity. If they have a place to stay, give them a place to stay.
Yes.
Hindi yung dun sa homeless, not in the streets. Maybe some of them, because there's something wrong mentally, then give them the treatment, di ba?
Yes.
So I hope na hindi, I hope this will encourage them. And I want to read another poem, which is The Poppies. Ang hirap, this is something, this is one, Have We Forgotten?
Yes.
This poem is by Bob Hedden Gomley. This was November 11, 13. So it says, have we forgotten? We are supposed to remember all those that are gone, those that fought for their lives and ours. Was that wrong? The young men that left, some had never been kissed. Some of them came from good homes, others not even missed. In the darkness of night, they marched together side by side, with only the moon and the stars above them as their guide. All around them, the sounds of guns and many tanks, slowly moving along rocky shores and slippery muddy banks. Against the morning light, hundreds of silhouettes can be seen. They don't have faces, only darkness, a sea of black and olive green. Miles and miles of emptiness, loneliness that lay deep in their soul, not knowing what is on the other side of each and every knoll. Where are they going? Do they even know? And what will they find? What happened to looking out for our fellow men? All of mankind. Side by side in the trenches, some strangers, some family just trying to survive. Cold and wet, frost-bitten fingers and toes, death looks better than being here alive. Crawling across dead, mangled bodies that were once soldiers with a name, now they are just part of the landscape. They can no longer ask, who is to blame? What happened to my grandpa, to my brother, my uncle, and my dad? Question asked by all of us. We have pictures. That's all we ever had. Did they fight and die for our country? Were their deaths worth it in the end? Don't let them be forgotten. Wear a poppy for our lives they did defend.
Wow.
Oh, God!
Heavy yun ah.
Oo, nakakaiyak na talaga. Oh, my gosh.
Sobra.
It's kasi you cannot imagine how it hurts.
Opo.
Sabi ko nga, I never experienced it, but as you look into all these poems and into all these, things going on, you will see talaga na nakakalungkot. But at the same time, we have to celebrate life because kung wala sa kanila, we will not be here. We will not be enjoying this life. Now, there is a Bible verse I want to read. Hindi ko kasi na-type dito, no? And we have to remember this. Joshua 1:19, chapter 1:19. Have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous? Do not be frightened and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. This is something para sa mga soldiers, whatever faith you have as a soldier, don't forget that God is with you. And then, sabi nga in Psalms 18:336, we still have 2 minutes. I'll take advantage of this. For who is God but the Lord, and who is the rock except our God? The God who equipped me with strength and make my way blameless. He made my feet like the feet of a deer and set me secure on the heights. He trained my hands for war, for that my arms can bend the bow of bronze. You have given me the shield of your salvation, and the right hand supported me. And your gentleness made me great. You gave a wide place for my steps under me, and my feet did not slip. So, we are ending our program, Melissa. Naiiyak na ako.
Kaya sabi ko, oh my
So,
gosh.
You know what? To all of you there, to all the veterans, our highest respect. And, we wish that, in our prayers,
Yes.
that you get the benefits you deserve.
And
And to
those-
all our politicians
Yes.
and government officials, please give respect to our veterans.
Yes.
Without them, we wouldn't be where we
Also.
are. And maybe there are many younger ones who did not go through war and they will not understand, right? Lalo na sa mga politicians, they may not understand. They think the veterans are asking too much. But you know what? Maybe give what is due to whoever needs it more.
Agree.
Basta sa veterans,
Yes,
diba?
agree po.
So,
Yes, I would like also, before I forget, I just would
oo
like
nga,
to
happy
send...
birthday yung mga birthday
Happy
ngayon,
birthday po sa
ng
lahat, pero
okasyon.
my deepest condolences to the Rojas family
Okay.
in Bukidnon.
Okay.
My good friends, his grandfather passed away yesterday.
Okay. Yeah,
My
our
condolences, Beshi Riggs, and to your family, the Ross family.
Yeah.
And to those people who has a birthday anniversary, congratulations po. And excuse me, thank you po sa mga nakinig at nanood po sa amin via Facebook. Ito na naman po, natapos na naman po ang isang oras, kahit almost isang oras na show.
God bless. Drive safely. It's
Yes,
Teresa
drink and
naman,
drive. Be
don't
safe and
drink and drive.
yes, keep it bundle
So, I'll
up,
see you.
okay?
Jing, I'll be seeing you soon from ABS.
See you po.
Bantay Bata. Okay,
Opo,
thank
signing
you
off
so
po.
much. Bye.
Millicenti Tagata. Bye-bye.
natunghayan ang naiibang programang para sa Pilipino. Buhay at pag-ibig sa muli sama si Agatha sa pagtalakay sa mga usapin ng buhay, mga awiting kumilala sa lahing kayumanggi. Hanggang sa susunod na Sabado, ganap na alas 9 ng umaga, EST, dito lamang sa PinoyRadio.com.
Lahat ng araw, ika'y mamahalin.